Hello and welcome to Fortune Forecast. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful day. And I hope that wherever you're at, it is beautiful because you're in it and you're creating a magnificent day for yourself. And I'm going to create one for myself too. So if you're here for the first time, thank you for clicking on that link. And if you're a Fortune Forecast subscriber, thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for helping me build it as well. Being a part of the light and the love in the world and helping me help bring a little bit of clarity to whatever it is that might be kind of, a little bit blurred. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, whatever it is that you like to drink, and spend a few minutes as I interpret today's message. Let's get started. So the first area that we have is the area of money. A light activation on the deck. That's all we needed to do. And where will this be revealed? Here we go. Terrific Tuesday is telling us what? Hey, didn't we get that message yesterday? Okay. Hopefully this isn't a reminder, my dear stock traders, that you need to stay put in your positions. Obviously, the markets are going crazy. The Feds are doing what they do, and they're thinking about not just one hike, they're considering several hikes. So it's interesting where the economy is going to go until this the news hits firm ground, because you see right now it's a lot of talk, a lot of they're manipulating the market. So if you are green at this, you might fall into the what I call a statistic, and you lose your money. So it's really important that you position yourself. If you have a financial advisor, please sit down and have them explain to you a little bit more about the decisions of what they're going to do, and be informed. The general, you need to hold your money. Right now, there's too much at stake. There's too much happening with the economy, and you need to not dwindle it away. No frivolous spending, no big ticket items right now. Have a little restriction on yourself, and don't do any big spending. It's not a day to spend money right now. It's really more of the kind of even finding out how are you managing what you have, because apparently some of you are very poor money managers. If you don't have a financial advisor, get yourself some books on money management. Are you saving any money at all? Have you gotten into the discipline of saving 10% at least? Are you paying yourself first? If you're not doing that, you may find out that this is the time. It's never too late to start good discipline on money management. Okay, having said that, let's go into the next area, which is relationship. Okay. Relationship. And like I said, these are, when I'm referring to relationships, I'm not just referring to the relationship of lover relationship. These are business partnerships. This is mother, father, son, daughter, friend, academic, classmates, also, working relationships and things like that. So okay. Well, I could tell you there are a few severances are going to happen. There's going to be, some of you are going through a relationship that just needed to end. And I'm getting this in various, but I'm getting more of part of relationships of, in the field of love. So you might find that you came to that place in the relationship that it could not evolve any further. You feel that the hopelessness is done, because now you're done. You have contributed what you can. It wasn't going anywhere any further, and you're done with that. So this is more in that field. I'm not getting so much about partnerships in business, but I'm just seeing it more on a personal. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, if this is where it's at, this is where it's at. The being free to realize that it's not working and to be able to come to that together versus hurting each other in the relationship, which one do you think is better? And so where it's coming up, it's important to realize that that is over. That, you know, you're free, both of you are free now to continue the karmic path. But you've done and you've contributed to the relationship, and it grew as much as it could, and and be okay with that. Don't beat yourself up, you know. It's like some people just want to beat themselves up, you know, that it's a breakup. Sure, I mean, any relationship, even when it's healthy, a breakup that's healthy, it still hurts because you've contributed time, you've the intimacy, and so many things that you've given to it that, you know. But some people, you know, are addicted to the bondage, you know, addicted to the pain and the suffering. And at some point you wake up. And whether it's you or the partner, someone wakes up and just says, we're not going to grow any further. We've grown as far as we're going to grow. And that's what this relationship is, to allow now to grow separately. And that's so healthy. Okay, next area, career. Let's see how career matches with money or relationship. It's interesting where it's going to resonate with, you know. It's interesting how sometimes they pair themselves up. Ooh, so we got a lot of upside down stuff, and it's interesting that when it comes to the relationship, there could be distrust issues. When it comes to a career, it's interesting how this could be the money and coming into career. All of this is playing through, and definitely something to look at as we're seeing some manipulation, and something's happening at work, and it's affecting the relationship, it's affecting money. And it's interesting how this is being, I'm sensing that the thing with career, the career is being affected by these matters at hand right now, and that is creating conflict, it's creating struggle, and it's time to change that. It can only change when you decide to change it. So it is in your control to release yourself and change that situation in your career. So I'm praying for you that you can make amends with that, and time to move on. You know, sometimes you do have to make a career change for the better, or change something so that you can be successful and you know, do what you need to do. Let's take a look at our well-being. How is all that playing out? How is all of this playing out with our well-being? Mind, body, spirit, emotions. You know, they all work together. They all work together. Okay, so I could see here with things, with your well-being, with your state of being, there's some issues here that are at play, and it could be that your low energy this is affecting your energy. It's taking this struggle here that's playing itself out. This struggle is taking away from your body, emotionally, mentally, physically, and it's just not feeling confident, you know, feeling unmotivated. The drive isn't there, the passion's not there, and so this is affecting all of that as far as moving forward and growing and just in general. So if you're feeling a little bit sluggish and unmotivated and lack of enthusiasm, it's important to look at what what in these other areas may be affecting your well-being. And as you become aware of that, that mental awareness will begin to help you change this field for yourself, to change this conscious decision that you're not going to allow these things to bother you. So it's going to take some work, it's going to take some time, but it can happen, definitely. Okay, let's take a look at the collective. Let's take a look at the collective. All right. Where are we? Beautiful cards. And how are they sliding themselves? Oh, what a mess. Look at this. They're playing with me. Okay. Oh, believe in your dreams. So, yeah. So here you are. Whether it's, you know, your lack of or inability to or ignorance of money, and you're thinking that how could I possibly, reach these goals? I have all these dreams, but the money's not here, and how can I even move forward? Or this relationship thing. It's like, I don't feel worthy of being in a different relationship, and how am I going to be able to move without this person in my life anymore? Or, this thing with your career, this whole situation here, not feeling that you can advance, because how can you feel secure and happy in this area, or your well-being being affected? Well, you need to have faith. You need to believe in your dreams. You need to believe that something greater than you is making sure that all the oxygen is here for all of us to breathe. That something greater than you is keeping the planets together and they're not collapsing against each other. That something greater than you is moving the force around us so that we can enjoy the trees, the birds, and everything that we do. If you believe in that, why can't you believe in your dreams? Yeah. Have a little faith and figure this out. If you haven't put it on paper, why don't you get yourself your journal or that 3x5 card? Make a comment. What dream do you have? What is it that you have in your heart? And ask yourself, what have I done to get me even one step closer to that? Why is it impossible? That's the beginning. That awareness. That's where we start. You have dreams. You have big dreams, little dreams. Doesn't matter the size. Nothing's impossible. All right, my friends. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the mystery of the worlds are going to unfold for us so that we can have a better expression of life as we get more control and we can see that, hey, I'm the artist. I am the artist of my life. I am the actor. I am the key person of my life. This book is written for me. That's your life. All right? So come back tomorrow. Let's see what's going to be revealed for us as I interpret the messages. And thank you. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel so you can get those alerts. We'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed.